I actually wrote some shit about that before. They was like, I hope your mom dies. And I'm like, damn. Yo, Batman got the best fans.
Shack and Shack.
Batman got like some Beyonce type fans.
Hey yo, panoramic views in the endless nights with Miga Morte. Landed in Portugal, we was catching flights from Azores. How does it feel?
What's up? My name's D. Watkins. I'm an author, professor from East Baltimore here at Beyond Video, trying to see what's happening. Looks like they have everything. So, let's get into it. Boys in the Hood is a special film. Don't judge me on this. But we had the little VCR joint, and my neighbor had the outlet and the hook, so we would move the wire through their window around the back with a long extension cord. Kids don't try this at home. And we hooked that joint up, and we watched Boys in the Hood. And John Singleton, I can't believe how young he was when he made that movie. Like, he was a kid, but it's still transformative to this day. Poetic justice. Tupac had the world in a headlock when this film came out. I still love this film. I love this film because of like the nuance, like the simple stuff that people don't really think about when they're making films. Shout out to Pac, man. Rest in peace, man. The Baltimore legend, man. I feel like I can't get out this room, man, because Good Will Hunting was a good joint too, man. Yo, Good Will Hunting, Robin Williams, it's a masterclass of acting. He was great. Fuck Matt Damon up. Anytime a stocky white man call you chief like 3 times, he ready to whip your ass, boy. You gotta watch out for that shit. I just feel like it gave me an opportunity to tap into a world that I would never think about. Like, yeah, I've been in East Baltimore my whole life, and I've been in, all kinds of neighborhoods. I didn't even know it was like a white people projects in Boston. I'm like, yo, what kind of shit is this? Yo, like Spike raised us, man. I gotta always go back to Do the Right Thing, man. I gotta go back to Do the Right Thing, because Do the Right Thing was also the first time I saw people in the film that looked like people in my neighborhood. And I'm not even talking about skin. I'm talking about Air Jordans. I'm talking about the colorful clothes. I'm talking about cracking a fire hydrant open and just be like using the water because it's 200 degrees outside and there's no pool. Also, this is another Spike Lee joint. People sleep on the Ed Norton joint, 25th Hour. 25th Hour is crazy. 25th Hour is a great film, man. Also, Bamboozle, man. Spike got some classics, man. Let's get into this other room, because I'll stay the night in this joint. All right, man, I fuck with all this X-Men. All this X-Men shit is like I'm a big Marvel guy. I don't know if I'm a Marvel guy or if I'm just with the X-Men. Really, I'm not even, I think Cyclops a sucker. I really fuck with Wolverine. Maybe I'm not a Marvel guy. Maybe I'm just a Wolverine guy. Wolverine's like the best fucking superhero. He's like dirty. He got a fucked up haircut. I don't even know if you can call Logan, like a Marvel film, man. Like, Logan's that's real cinema, man. He had a daughter and shit. Yo, I'm gonna get hate mail for this, right? But I'm gonna say that shit. I don't really bang with Batman like that, because I just don't think he have a superpower. He's just rich. Like, if you look at the Penguin and you look at the Joker, they got mental health problems. Them motherfuckers need therapy. They probably dehydrated. They got all kinds of shit going on. Batman got the resources and the power to help these people, but he dressed up like a bat and he beat the shit out of them. How the fuck is that heroic? Okay, this is the legend right here. My dad used to work at a video store part-time. That was his gig. He used to work at this spot called Arrows that eventually turned into Blockbuster. Before he had them on tapes, he used to have the records, and we used to sneak and listen to the records. That's how old I am, man. These kids are going to be like, what the fuck? And a lot of times people ask me, not that I'm important, but they do ask me sometimes who's in my top 5, man. George Carlin's in my top 5, man. Go back and listen to some George Carlin, man. George Carlin almost never told jokes. He was just the best at fucking, the real reality and how fucked up, we are as people. Yo, this is like elite black excellence cinema right here. When we was growing up and shit, you wanted to, you ain't want to sell dope, and you needed some role models and shit. You had to try to be like Tay Diggs and Morris Chestnut and shit, enjoying a frat and you know what I mean, denounce hip hop and shit. Brown Sugar, I remember these are all the joints we used to take girls to on dates when these was coming out. So it's a big market for these films, man. Basically, what I learned from this movie is that if you really love someone, just insult them into marrying you. It kind of worked for her. Oh, this is a section I would fuck with. Yo, I mean, we grew up in the street and all that, But they don't even know, like, in some of the dangerous places I've ever been in, like, we was watching Adam Sandler joints, Happy Gilmore, Something About Mary, like, all kinds of rocket launches and shit up in the spot. Because it's an escape. It's a reality that you'll never know. Meet the parents. You know what I'm saying? Meet the parents. Meet the parents. I've never thought I would, like, fucking go meet my in-laws. Like, I wasn't thinking like that when this shit was coming out. It was like a whole different type of life that I didn't know. And now I have a daughter, so I'm probably gonna think people aren't good enough for her. I'm gonna be just like Robert De Niro and shit. Yo, this movie right here, this movie was strong enough to, like, fucking unite the liberals with the conservatives. Because everybody, you want to clean up that stupid fuck Republican shit going on right now in the world, make everybody sit down and watch Old School and be like, yo, Old School is for everybody. Because we're all fuck ups. All right, so my daughter loves this joint, and I love that my daughter loves A Kill You in the Bee because she's a little girl from the trenches. My daughter's not from the trenches. She's like, fucking, she better not have any struggle stories talking about got it out the mud because her little ass, she 5, she only drinks sparkling water. So she's like, what the fuck kind of 5-year-old only drinks sparkling water? And will crash out over some shit that's like not sparkling. Like, fuck is you, Carrie Bradshaw? But she come out the trenches, man, and she won the spelling bee, man. She was kicking ass, man. That shit was like wildly inspiring. And I'm glad my daughter liked that. Above the Rim, I had hoop dreams. And, you know, this was another one of them films that spoke directly to me. Mainly because, okay, so Tupac, who wasn't necessarily the lead, he stole every fucking scene in this film. I don't know if it's because he had long eyelashes or some shit, but the motherfucker stole every scene. In this film, I don't even think they knew the level of emotion and what he touched and what he did when making this film. I think they was just more or less, oh, it's a basketball film, it's a hip hop culture, we're gonna try to lock in with that world. I don't think y'all understood, you know, because it was deeper than basketball. It was deeper than basketball, and it also showed like the reality of what a lot of street kids go through. It was a dope fiend in my neighborhood that used to do this move every time he fired up. He would get right in the middle. He would get right in the middle of Jefferson Street and start doing this. I never knew what that shit was until literally just now. I'm like, yo, I know this. Wait, is this like an addiction tale for John Travolta? So first of all, I would call it a piece of art. I've never saw anything like this in my life. And my dad, maybe like his 3rd or 4th time at Narcotics Anonymous, and he was trying to like quit the drugs and all that. And we sat down and we didn't talk. We weren't talking at the time because he pissed me off so much. But we sat down and we watched this. You know, he knew Rock from some of the rooms and stuff like that. And he was so proud of like, you know, like, yo, Rock really said he was going to do this shit and he did it. I thought that was a great story. Best TV show ever. It's not even a debate. It's nothing to talk about. If anybody says another show is better, fuck them. Don't let them on. Don't let them on. Don't let them on your show. Done looking around. Now I'm gonna show you what I'm taking home. What I'm renting, I should say, because I'm taking it home, but I have to bring it back. It's a homicide life on the street. Got to keep it Baltimore all of the time. This is for me, but it's also, I would say, more for my wife because she loves a cop drama where they serve the murder in the 3rd act. You have to start looking at Act 1. You have to be at the end, you know, by the end of the show, it makes the country feel safe. Jack Johnson, Unapologetically Black. This the Ken Burns joint. Definitely love this film. The coolest thing about it is like back when racism was at its all-time high. I think Jack was in his car doing like 80 miles an hour and like a 30. Cop pulled him over, said he's getting a ticket for 50. Jack threw 100 at him and said, I'm gonna be doing 80 when I come back. He lived his life, man. He was a legend. And 12 o'clock boys for no other reason than my little brother Pug, my little brother Slope. They in this film. They were important in dirt bike culture. They are important in dirt bike culture. What they did from their neighborhood has had impact in the world. And when I say the world, I mean, I went to Abuja, Nigeria, saw a bunch of guys on dirt bikes. I told them I was from Baltimore and they was like, Pug, 12 o'clock boys. So that is some serious stuff. So I'm gonna definitely go back and let it take me down memory lane. I got my watching to do. You should probably pull up and get your own films because I got these, and I promise I'll bring them back.